Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah. This is Jar of Fireflies, and here I make videos all about my life as an Orthodox Jewish homeschooling mother of 3. And today we are doing a day in the life, getting ready for Shabbat in the winter. Okay, so it is a Friday right now. It is, I don't know what time it is because the timer's on the oven. It's the morning, probably like mid-morning by this point. You know, I finished all my morning routine and the kids have all gotten up and they're kind of doing their thing after breakfast. And I did vacuum the whole house. It's been a week, you guys. Oh my gosh, let me tell you about my week. We're gonna back up a second. It's like this week has been like filled with so much stuff to do. We tried to start doing school on Sunday and it just wasn't really going that great. So we ended up kind of skipping out early that day. And then the rest of the week was just sort of too much going on. There were just a lot of doctor's appointments. Everybody's fine, just like normal, like routine stuff. And so it's like shuffling around to the dentist and the endo and this, that blood work and all this stuff. And I had to make Thanksgiving because we are taking Thanksgiving on the road this year. So I had to do all that cooking and stuff last week. Plus we're getting ready for our camping trip. We ended up skipping school pretty much the whole week. It was not my intention not to do school this past week, but it worked out pretty well because there just really wasn't any time. This week was so busy, but that's okay. We did get a lot done and we had a lot of fun together. You know, after the crazy week we had last night, I ended up taking the kids out for ice cream and then we grabbed sushi on the way home, just keeping it super simple. So yeah, it's been a fun week. It's just been busy. So I am so excited that Shabbat is almost here. Oh my gosh. And it starts really early because this is the earliest one I think that I've done is like a day in the life vlog getting ready for Shabbat. So we're gonna see how this goes today. I'm not even sure. But I do still wanna do a couple of day in the life vlogs, you know, during this time of the very short days of the winter, just not all the time. So this today is one of them. So hooray, vlog. So like I said, I already did vacuum the whole house. I did that while my husband was in here cooking. So I think what I'll do now is finish cleaning up the kitchen. I would like to mop the floors today. I've got a little bit of laundry going on and I don't know, there's not that much to do on purpose. There's not that much to do. There's some general straightening up around the house that does need to get done, but I'm not gonna stress about it. I'm not gonna worry. Like if it doesn't get done, it just doesn't get done and that's okay. So that's kind of my attitude today. That's where we're at. So let's go do things. Okay, so this is already the cleanest my house has been all week long. So that is awesome. What I'm gonna do now is pull some stuff out of the freezer and then make a snack for the kids. Because I think it's still a little bit early for lunch, but they are starting to tell me that they are hungry. Okay, so first I needed to pull out challah for our meal tonight. We are having guests over, so I pulled out 2 loaves to use tonight. The next thing that I pulled out was some broccoli because I wanted to make a snack for myself later and for the kids too, because we all love roasted broccoli, but mainly for me because I super love roasted broccoli. And then last but not least, I pulled out some raspberries because my son was going to be making a raspberry puree later for a dessert that he would like to make for Shabbat tonight. For the snack for the kids, I just wanted to make them a little cheese board, really just cheese because we don't have any crackers right now and the fruit we're saving for tonight. So it's, yeah, literally just cheese on a board. And I don't have to do it this way, but they like it when it's pretty and it makes me feel good when they're happy, so I am. I've just got some cheddar cheese and some Gouda cheese, which the kids picked both of these out at the store last night. So that's what they requested and that's what they're gonna get. I do have to laugh just a little bit because I spent all this time slicing the cheese all nice and pretty and arranging it on this cute little cutting board and being all special and extra, and my kids finished the whole plate of cheese in less time than it took me to put it together. But such is the life of a mom. After I got the kids their snack, I heard the oven timer go off, so I went and grabbed the roast that was in there. My husband had just made another roast with rosemary and honey and some root vegetables. Super delicious smelling, you guys. Here's what it looks like. Ooh, how about that lunch for tomorrow? I'm pretty excited about that. I know he made it with like vegetables and some kind of meats, and there was honey in there. Looks really good. Rosemary, it smells amazing. So yay, that's exciting. We're gonna have the Moroccan fish for tonight. I know, shocker. So that's happening here. Thanks so much for everyone who's told me that they have made the Moroccan fish. I've gotten pictures from you guys, heard all about your substitutions. I am so glad you guys are having fun with this recipe. And by the way, for anybody who is wondering, several folks have made it with tofu, used like a firm pressed tofu, and said that worked out really well. So for anybody else who is wondering, that does work. Okay, what's happening now? I think I'm gonna, my kid's over here smiling at me really goofy. So I think I am gonna put together some lunch for the kids. It's pretty much about noon right now, I think. And I just had a bowl of soup. I made turkey soup with my leftover turkey from earlier this week. So I had that for lunch already. And yeah, so I'm just gonna make some quick lunch for the kids. And then, what do you want for lunch?
Cereal.
No. Maybe chicken and mashed potatoes?
Bangers and mash.
No, that's for the trip. We'll figure it out. Maybe mac and cheese?
Yeah.
Okay, looks like we're having mac and cheese. Okay, and then, I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I feel like there really isn't so much to do today. I may even start working on setting the table, like just get a little crazy here and do things really early and figure out why my dog is barking so much in the backyard. There must be a dog walking by because I don't know if you guys can hear her, but she's out there just going crazy. So anyhow, that is what is happening right now, right here. And let's go do the things. Okay, the kids have finished their lunch and I've kind of hit a lull in my day here in the very early hours of the afternoon, mainly because I am ignoring the mess in the living room. That will wait. It may wait for a week, we'll see. But I wanted to show you guys a few things that I use to help make Shabbat easier for me so that I'm not breaking Shabbat by accidentally doing something wrong or whatever. And also just a few things that we have here in the house that just make Shabbat, I don't know, a little more pleasant, a little bit more easy, I guess. A little bit easier, not more easy, I don't know. So yeah, let me show you just a few things. So the first one are these light switch covers. So these are magnetic and you can get them for any kind of light switch. I'll show you another one here in a second. And they just with magnets will attach to the screws on the light switch plates so that I don't accidentally turn on and off lights on Shabbat. Because I don't know about you, but when I leave a room, I'm just automatically like, boom, turn that light off. So we put these on right before Shabbat and I'm gonna go ahead and do it now so that they will stay on for Shabbat and we won't accidentally turn on and off the light. Worst case scenario, sometimes I've knocked one off, but I don't do the light. So that's the point.
So this is another kind of light switch cover, and so we have this one actually screwed onto our light switch plate, so we can't take this one on and off, but I can just poke something through the little holes to turn the light on and off, but I can't do it with my hands. And we keep these on light switches that we leave pretty much on all the time or off all the time.
So here is another item that we have. This is our hot water urn. So this keeps water hot enough to make tea or coffee or something like that on Shabbat, but we don't have to do anything electrical to use it. We just push this here at the top and the water will come out for us. And it keeps water at the same temperature no matter how full it is or what we're doing with it, which is great. So I just make sure before Shabbat that it is full of water so we don't run out. And I already did that earlier today, so this is all set. Okay, we're back in the bedroom now, and I want to show you this kind of lamp that I have in my room and my kids each have in their room as well. And we call this a Shabbat lamp. So it's kind of a weird looking thing, but there's this whole other piece inside. So when you turn it, the light inside is able to come out. But when you turn it this way, it blocks the light, so it's as if the light is off. However, we're not actually turning on and off any lights. So this is a totally permissible way to have light in your room and be able to turn it off, kind of. I'm like saying that in air quotes because you're not actually turning anything off, you're just hiding the light. You can see this piece inside. It's like not see-through at all, and it has the hole where the light is able to come through. So yay, I think these are super fun, and this is what I use for when I'm reading at night. So one of those things that I do on Friday afternoons is always make sure that it's plugged in, because I gotta tell you, there's nothing worse than coming into bed realizing that I don't have a light because somebody unplugged it during the week, probably me. But yeah, I like to read before bed, especially on Shabbat. So this is a must-have for me. Another fun thing that really helps us is Shabbat mode in our refrigerator. And when we hit the Shabbat mode on our refrigerator, which my husband will do shortly because I do not know how to do it, it will make sure that the lights stay off all through Shabbat in the refrigerator, whether we're opening or closing the refrigerator. And it also stops the ice maker from producing more ice, even if we empty it out. So this way, no matter what we're doing in the fridge, it's just gonna keep doing its thing, and we're not gonna accidentally cause Shabbat to be broken by opening the refrigerator or taking too much ice and causing the ice maker to keep making ice. And then the last thing that I will share with you today is the hot plate that we use. And I will actually have to show you that a little bit later after we have pulled it down and my husband sets it up. But that's basically just a large tray. It's like a warming tray. So it warms up our food for us so that we're not eating cold food on Shabbat. Okay, and now I'm gonna go help my son work on the raspberry puree for his dessert for tonight.
So my son, being the big Harry Potter fan that he is, wanted to make Knickerbocker Glories for dessert tonight that are from his new unofficial Harry Potter cookbook that we have been enjoying together. So for this recipe, we do need some raspberry puree, so we decided to go ahead and make that from scratch. So we're just putting in 2 bags of raspberries. It's about 20 ounces of raspberries, half a cup of water, and 1 cup of sugar. And then he's just going to stir all that together. And then once that comes to a boil, we'll let that boil kind of simmer there for about 5 minutes. And then we will drain that whole raspberry mixture. And then after the seeds are separated, what we're left with will be our raspberry puree. It was really fun to work on this together with him, and he was so proud of his results. So I'm super stoked for him to be able to serve this dessert to our guests tonight at dinner. And I'm pretty excited to eat it too, because who wouldn't like a little Knickerbocker glory?
Okay, so I just want to show you guys the hot plate. It's what I just put the bread on right there. And so like I said, that just is a way that we can warm our food up on Shabbat without doing any cooking. It's not going to actually cook our food, it's just going to warm it up, but it makes it a really nice temperature for eating. So that is how I'm heating up the bread tonight. We're also going to add our fish there right before I light my candles for Shabbat, and it's what we'll use again tomorrow to heat up the roast that my husband had made. Okay, so now Shabbat is starting pretty quick now. I've got the table and everything set as you saw. So I'm gonna do a quick cleanup here in the kitchen and then go get myself ready and come back out and say goodnight. So see you guys shortly. So we're all ready for Shabbat now, except that I did just realize walking out here that I forgot to put glasses on the table, so I will add those real quick here before I light my candles. Oh, okay. Thank you all so much for coming along today. I super appreciate it. As always, it was so much fun to share my day with you. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. Let's get that conversation going. I would love to chat with you. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It's a simple thing, but it helps my channel out a lot and I really appreciate it. Last thing, if you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. I would love to see you here again. All right, and with that, I will call this video a close. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next upload. Can you shut my door for me? Oh, are you gonna watch me? Okay. I mean, any cooking. It's not hot in...